Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sir Tarquin here with another cast of domination gameplay. I've not really been getting a lot of land battles, and to be honest, I've kind of been avoiding them, as land battles are turning more and more into a bit of a box fest. Just footlords and healing and just horrible stuff to try and fight. I very much dislike it. Now, domination isn't necessarily my favorite thing either. However, I do really want to play Total War, and between the two, I'm enjoying domination ever so slightly more. Today, we have a Beastman versus Bretonnia. Now, I'm not bringing any of the DLC factions, though technically I am bringing some of the DLC units, mainly just the Zangors. You've seen them plenty, I'm sure, throughout coverage of the DLC from other content creators, but Beastmen are my favorite faction, and I think Zangors are the biggest buff and piece they've gotten in like forever. I would say that it's almost as impactful as well, maybe not their latest DLC and rework, but Zangors are crazy. 80 armor, silver shields, very decent stats across the board. They are pretty darn nutty. Definitely the new mid to elite tier infantry for the Beastmen, especially in game modes like Domination, and I still think really good for land battles. So over here we do have Blackhorn's Ravagers. They are invisible. They're just going to take that 0.3 up there pretty much for free. On the opponent side of things, we do have a bit of a infantry line for Bretonnia. Comet Castadora does miss. I do love the spell, but it is so slow and a little unreliable. It's very easy for players to dodge that, so I wouldn't recommend going Lore of Heavens, but hey, when you got the Fey Enchantress, what are your options, I suppose? Does she have Comet? I was just thinking about that. I don't think she has Comet. I don't know. Oh, it must be an item. Well, there's my stupidity. There's my Bretonnia knowledge for you. Regardless, over here on this side, I do have a combo going that I've been enjoying very, very much. Now, Butchers and Kalkengard are the more expensive way to try and do this combo, but the big key here is the Doombull, and let me tell you why I think this works out so gosh darn well. Right here, he has the Slaughterer's Call, which gives that +8 melee attack, +8 leadership, which is really good, and 10% charge bonus. Now, that's pretty decent, but on its own, it's nothing too insane. However, his passive effect, Dazed, is -10 melee defense and 25 speed. So when he hits a target, they're getting -10 melee defense, and everything around him is getting +8. So it's effectively a passive +18 bonus versus anything. Infantry, cavalry, lords, as long as he is connecting, which he's going to be, he's going to get a ton out of that. As you can see, these defenders here have a melee defense of 26, which is just incredibly low. Now, the Butchers of Kalkengard are getting absolutely obliterated. We do have some, or are these fire arrows over here? I'm assuming, yep. And so they are not going to be paying off very well for us this time around. But keep your eyes on the Doombull, because he does showcase pretty well what I mean with those passive stacks. I absolutely love it. He's basically my go-to lord right now, except for maybe Morgur, especially in Domination. Morgur's just incredibly valuable, especially against certain matchups like Tzeentch or something that can just snipe your lords super reliably. Either way, back to the overview of the whole game. We do have all 3 points, which is really, really good for us. Now, Bretonnia has got a very slight lead. But so far, I'm not too worried. As long as I can hold on to those points, we're going to be really good. Henry Le Massif gets hit there, down to 35 melee defense. Love that debuff, and he is getting chunked by that Doombull. I love this Doombull. I'm going to be using it so much more often. And the combo I think goes best with it, not Centaurs with great weapons, but Razorgors right over here. Razorgor Herd have 24 melee attack, which effectively is going to be, what, 42 melee attack. Beautiful Comet there. That actually connected quite well. Yeah, 42 melee attack when they're next to him and hitting whatever he's hitting. So, and they're dirt cheap. You put Razorgor Herd and him, his cost right now is going to be 1450 with just that one passive, the Slaughterer's Call. They're 2,000 gold, 2,050 gold, and they will beat anything pretty much that is sitting at 2,000 gold. I'm pretty sure they can take care of most monsters, most cavalry at that price point. I've tested them against Skarbrand, and this Doombull here, with a herd of Razorgors, can beat Skarbrand. It's pretty nuts. I absolutely love it. Maybe I'll come up with a short showcase kind of showing that off, because that's pretty much my new favorite go-to strat for the Beastmen at the moment. And it's not even DLC related, so hey. The longer you play this game, the more and more you find. Razorgors are rampaging, but it's a pretty good target for them to be rampaging into. Nothing to worry about there. Centaur's coming in with a very nice charge. There is a Spearman unit in there, but they're going to lock down some firing from those archers. I'm not too worried about that engagement, but they are going to peel away. All is going well. Beautiful chunk from that Doombull there. His value is almost to 1,000, so he's getting relatively close to paying for himself. We did bring down our... Well, where are they at? They're in this mess somewhere. Blackhorn's Ravagers. Well, I cannot click them. There they are. Blackhorn's Ravagers have been brought down from point 3, which is sitting duck, very open. Beautiful rear charge into these Battle Pilgrims. Not too bad from the Centaurs with great weapons. I brought a lot of Centaur with great weapons this time just because Bretonnia is known for having some pretty decent cav. Well, obviously they probably have some of the best cav, if not the best cav in the game. And Centaur great weapons can trade up quite well with them. Them and Razor Gores was kind of the main focus for my reinforcing army. However, this Bretonnia army was not what I was expecting. A huge infantry line, pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, I like the call out. Companions of Quenelle. Now, as you can see, they have 49 melee defense, 50 attack. They are extremely good when it comes to taking out large targets, especially armored ones. Now, the armor's not going to be too effective against Centaurs, but as they get hit by that Doombull, they are now at 39. Beautiful Traderkin coming down, and then the Centaurs have 35 attack. That is a 18 difference, and look at the HP on these Companions of Quenelle. They're just getting absolutely shredded, and that is all because of the Doombull passively buffing both those Centaurs and Razor Gores, and we are just keeping the fight right here. And even with both 3 points taken, we are feeling real pretty. We're getting to the point where my opponent might have to actually triple cap me, because if I can get to 1,000 points, I could just hold on to a single one and all would be well. And like I said, I have been struggling to find matches in general. I don't think a lot of people have been playing on the regular ladder since there hasn't really been updates to it. No new maps. I think, well, there's maybe one new map. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Either way, the ladder's pretty dead right now, so getting matches is not the most common thing. Companions, oh no, those are the defenders. Companions are routed off, absolutely wrecked. They did get decent value though, so nothing too bad, nothing too shabby there. Doombull's up to almost 1,200 value, pretty happy with that. Razor Gore Herd are just phenomenal, as per usual. Centaur great weapons, they're all feeling pretty weak here, and I'm getting a little too close to my opponent's reinforcement zone, so we're gonna start pulling our stuff back here. We don't wanna push our lead too much, because we do have a bit of a damage value lead and victory points, although point 3 up here is getting taken by a Grill Relique with 300 HP and a couple of peasants, so nothing too crazy over there. We're going to send some Razor Gores, I guess, to clear off that, and then probably head over to point 3 relatively soon. We're just sitting pretty on point 1. Not too much is threatening going on for us right now, and ooh, we have the Fey Enchantress in battle. She's down to 24 melee attack. That day's contact effect going great. It also reduces the speed, which is actually super important, because the Doombull is only at a 64 speed, so if he gets into contact with something, he's going to bring it, he's going to make it much slower. It's going to be a lot easier for something like Minotaurs are great weapons to get on top of. Beautiful charge coming in from both sides here. We got Knights of the Realm going into these, yeah, it's just Knights of the Realm going into these Minotaurs great weapons. Minotaurs with great weapons are basically going to eat up all of this. One thing they're going to struggle with are those Beast Slayers, Doombull included. He's going to get pretty darn low here. He's getting absolutely shot to pieces by both Peasant Bowmen and then getting poked to death by those, whoops, Beast Slayers. Getting real low. We do not want to lose him. If there's a way we could lose this, it's losing this center core here. Minotaurs are already down to half HP. They did a really good job of clearing out most of that cav. And our Doombull is going to try and run away. He's down to 781, pretty low HP. We were able to keep this point from getting capped from our opponent with the Razor Gore Herd. Very nice there. And the Doombull does get away just barely. Super awesome. Minotaurs are going to pull back, and we've just got a bunch of Ungor Raider fire here. Hopefully we can pepper down these Beast Slayers. And bringing in the Brave Shaman just to slow their approach. We don't want them getting too much into the melee just yet. We want to try and shoot them as much as possible, though that is a little dangerous. Brave Shaman does have half HP, though, so he should be fine to just charge in there with his chariot. Knights of the Realm, watch that melee attack hit the floor. Gets smacked down to 20 melee defense, and now they're being attacked by 46 melee attack plus the anti-large bonus. And even though these guys are basically dead, look at the HP drop on these Knights of the Realm. They are getting absolutely shellacked by just the few Minotaurs left. And the Doombull, who's just about to rout. And those Knights of the Realm are about to rat off too. Beautiful, beautiful combo. I absolutely love it. Beast Slayer's getting railed by these Razorgors. That's basically going to seal that match. Razorgors come in to clean up that whole thing. At this point, I don't think there's anything my opponent can do to win. There's no way he's going to be able to triple cap me in this amount of time. And as much as a landslide as this was, we kept, to be fair, we did keep the damage very even. My Butcher's Calcon Guard were the only regenning unit. And I guess he probably had a lot of healing, but like it wasn't that far. Even though we were just holding the objectives and it seemed like an absolute landslide win, there was tons of damage value going on both sides of the map. So I don't feel too bad about posting that. I don't feel like I'm necessarily just smurfing or crapping on anything. I felt like it was a pretty intense fight and I enjoyed it quite a bit. The big thing is, though, it really showcased this Doombull. He cost $1450 and he well overpaid for himself for 1,600 gold, and that's not even counting the value he got from that passive stack of basically, effectively, plus 18 attack against whatever he's at, or whatever he's hitting, and whatever's, you know, hitting with him. The Butchers of Calcon Guard are not paying for themselves this round. I definitely could have played better with them. I don't know if I was expecting that much Archer Fire or Fire Arrows. I just did not do well with them at all. Bray Shaman with Traderkin, no surprises there, 2k value. Everything else, basically doing well enough. All these Ungor Raiders, classic, just great performance. Ungor Raiders are just very, very solid. Nice performance from those minnows. Decent across the board on most of these. I'm pretty happy with all these performances. And then on the side of Bretonnia, looks like the Fan Enchantress did really well. You're not really... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's probably what killed the Butchers there. 900 gold on those peasants. Very nice value from the shooting. So pretty decent across the board. I definitely enjoyed that match. I'll see if I can maybe get a couple games with the actual DLC races. But to be fair, I think those have been covered well and a lot by other content creators because I didn't have early access. So I don't feel too bad about not covering them right away or, you know, getting on top of it because I'm just here to have fun, right? So we're chilling with it. Either way, I might go a little bit more into detail with this showcasing the Doombull and the Razorgore stack. I think Beefy Bacon is a pretty good name for that because he does synergize, I think, best with a Razorgore herd. They're the same speed. He buffs them incredibly well. Plus 18 attack is just nuts on a unit like the Razorgore herd. And the fact that they can take down something like Scarbrand is just ludicrous since he's like 500 gold more expensive. So great performance. I think the Doombull is heavily underrated. He's probably my favorite Beastman Lord right now to use. So take it or leave it. I hope you did enjoy watching that, and I will talk to you later.